Life is a tapestry of moments. Some shimmer with joy, like the laughter of children playing in a park, the warmth of a family gathered together, and the simple pleasures of shared happiness. These moments are the bright threads that weave through our days, creating a pattern of light and love. Others are shrouded in darkness. These are the times when we feel isolated, sitting alone in a dimly lit room, watching the rain streak down the window pane, feeling the weight of the world pressing down on our shoulders. It is in these darker times when shadows dance and uncertainty looms that we seek solace. We find ourselves gazing out into the night, searching for a glimmer of hope, a sign that we are not alone in our struggles. We search for something to hold on to, a beacon to guide us through, like a lighthouse standing tall against the storm, or a lantern held high in the dark forest. We yearn for a guiding light to lead us out of the shadows. It is here, in the depths of despair, that faith emerges as our guiding star. Under the vast expanse of a starry night sky, or in the gentle flicker of a single candle flame, faith shines brightest when the night is darkest. Faith, in its purest form, is not about the absence of doubt. It is about the quiet moments of contemplation, the solace found in a good book, or the comfort of holding a cherished symbol close to our hearts. It is about holding on to hope, even when faced with adversity. Like a determined soul walking through a storm, or someone clinging to a lifeline, faith is the strength that keeps us moving forward, believing that the sun will rise again over the mountains of our challenges. It is about believing in something beyond ourselves, a force greater than our own understanding. Whether in the quiet reverence of a prayer, the unity of hands held together, or the awe-inspiring vastness of nature, faith connects us to something larger, something profound. This belief, this unwavering trust, becomes our anchor. In the midst of life's stormy seas, it is the anchor that holds us steady, the firm ground beneath our feet, the rosary beads we clutch in moments of need. It roots us, preventing us from being swept away by the storms of life. Like a tree with deep roots that withstands the fiercest winds, or a lighthouse that stands unyielding against the crashing waves, faith grounds us, giving us the resilience to endure. The world can feel cold, distant. In the silence of an empty city street at night, the loneliness of walking alone in the snow, or the uncertainty of a foggy forest path, we can feel disconnected, adrift in a vast, uncaring world. We might feel alone, lost in a sea of troubles, sitting on a bench with our head bowed, walking along a deserted beach with the stormy sea crashing beside us. We may feel overwhelmed by the challenges we face, but faith reminds us that we are not alone. In the support of friends and family, the hands that reach out to help, and the smiles that warm our hearts, faith shows us that we are part of a larger community, a network of love and support. It whispers of a love that transcends our pain, a presence that walks beside us, even in the valley of the shadow of death. In the embrace of a comforting hug, the glow of a warm light in a dark room, or the companionship of a loyal dog, faith reassures us that we are never truly alone. This assurance, this quiet knowing, is what gives us the strength to take another step, to face another day. As the sun rises over the hill, as we tie our shoes and prepare to run, as we climb the mountains before us, faith is the quiet voice that says, "You can do this." Faith is not a magic potion. It is not a quick fix or an easy answer. It is a journey, a process, a way of seeing the world that brings light to the darkest corners of our lives. It doesn't erase our problems. It doesn't make our challenges disappear, but it gives us the tools to face them, the courage to confront them, and the hope to overcome them. Instead, it gives us the strength to face them, the courage to persevere, and the hope that, even in the darkest night, dawn will eventually break. As the sun rises over the sea, as we hike at dawn, as the light breaks through the clouds, faith is the promise that a new day is always on the horizon. We are all travelers on this journey called life. We navigate winding paths, encounter unexpected detours, and sometimes find ourselves scaling treacherous mountains. It is during these challenging climbs that we realize our own limitations. We can feel overwhelmed, our strength faltering. Faith in these moments becomes our walking stick. It provides support, helping us take one step at a time. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. There is a higher power, a source of infinite strength upon which we can lean. When fear threatens to consume us, faith whispers words of courage. When doubt clouds our vision, faith illuminates the path ahead. It infuses us with a resilience we never knew we possessed, a strength that comes from knowing we are not carrying our burdens alone. This strength is not about physical prowess or mental fortitude alone. It is a deeper strength born from a profound connection to something beyond ourselves. It is the strength to keep going when everything in us wants to give up, the will to persevere even when the path ahead seems insurmountable. One of the hardest lessons life teaches us is the art of letting go. It's a lesson that often comes wrapped in layers of pain, confusion, and resistance. We hold on to people, to dreams, to expectations, believing that our happiness is tied to these external anchors. We cling to control, desperate to dictate the terms of our own happiness. We believe that if we can just manage every detail, we can avoid the pain of disappointment. But this tight grip often leads to more stress and anxiety, as life refuses to be boxed into our neat little plans. But life, in its infinite wisdom, often has other plans. It throws us curveballs, unexpected detours, and obstacles that force us to rethink our path. These moments, though challenging, are opportunities for growth and transformation. We can rail against the unfairness, the unexpected turns that leave us reeling. We can shout, cry, and feel the weight of our dashed hopes. It's natural to feel this way, to mourn the loss of what we thought would be. Or we can surrender to a power greater than ourselves. This surrender is not about giving up. It's about acknowledging that there is a force at work that we may not fully understand. It's about trusting that there is a greater plan, even if it's not immediately visible to us. Faith is not about passivity. It's an active choice to trust, to believe that we are being guided. It's about finding the courage to move forward even when the path is unclear. It's about embracing the journey, with all its twists and turns. It is about recognizing that we are not the authors of our own stories. We are co-creators, working in tandem with the divine force. Our role is to show up, to do our best, and to trust that the rest will unfold as it should. There is a divine hand at play, guiding us towards a destination we may not yet comprehend. This guidance is subtle, often felt in moments of quiet reflection or in the gentle nudges of our intuition. It's a reminder that we are never truly alone. Trusting in this guidance, surrendering to the unknown, is often the first step towards finding peace. It's about letting go of the need to control every outcome and embracing the mystery of life. It's about finding comfort in the uncertainty, knowing that we are being led to where we need to be. Letting go of control does not mean giving up. It means releasing our tight grip on the illusion of certainty. It means understanding that life is fluid, ever-changing, and that our attempts to control it are often futile. It means releasing our tight grip on the illusion of certainty. It means accepting that life unfolds in its own time, in its own way. This acceptance is a powerful act of faith, a recognition that we are part of a larger tapestry. It means accepting that life unfolds in its own time, in its own way. Just as flowers bloom in their own season and the sun rises in its own time, our lives have their own rhythm. Trusting this rhythm allows us to find peace in the present moment. This acceptance, this surrender, is not a sign of weakness, but of profound strength. It takes courage to let go, to trust in the unseen, and to believe that we are being guided. It's a strength that comes from within, from a deep place of knowing. It is in the letting go that we find true freedom. Freedom from the chains of our own expectations, from the burden of trying to control every aspect of our lives. It's a freedom that allows us to live fully, to embrace the present moment with open arms. We are freed from the burden of control, the anxiety of trying to orchestrate every detail. This freedom allows us to breathe, to relax, and to trust that everything is unfolding as it should. It's a liberation that brings with it a deep sense of peace. We are free to embrace the present moment, to trust that even in the midst of uncertainty, we are exactly where we are meant to be. This trust, this surrender, is the key to finding peace in a world that is constantly changing. It's a journey of letting go, of finding peace within ourselves, and of embracing the beauty of the unknown. Life is not a straight path. It is a complex journey, often resembling a winding mountain road, a labyrinthine forest path, or maze-like city streets. Each turn and twist brings new challenges and opportunities, shaping our experiences and molding our character. It is a journey filled with unexpected twists and turns, moments of calm followed by raging storms. Just as a calm sea can suddenly turn stormy, or a tranquil meadow can be overshadowed by dark clouds, our lives can shift from peace to turmoil in an instant. It is during these storms that our faith is truly tested. When dark clouds gather and waves crash around us, we are forced to confront our deepest fears and doubts. These moments of adversity reveal the strength of our spirit and the depth of our faith. Fear threatens to engulf us, doubt whispers insidious suggestions. The storm outside mirrors the turmoil within as we grapple with anxiety and uncertainty. It is easy to feel overwhelmed, to let fear take hold and paralyze us. It is easy to lose sight of hope, to feel as though we are being tossed about by waves of despair. In these moments, the world can seem like a desolate landscape, devoid of light and warmth. The weight of our struggles can feel insurmountable, pushing us to the brink of giving up. But faith, like a sturdy ship, is built to weather any storm. It is the lighthouse that stands firm, guiding us through the darkest nights. With faith as our compass, we can navigate even the roughest seas, finding our way back to calmer waters. It provides an anchor for our souls, keeping us grounded when everything around us seems to be falling apart. This anchor is not just a symbol of stability, but a source of strength that helps us hold on, even when the storm rages on. It reminds us that above the turbulent clouds, the sun is still shining. No matter how fierce the storm, there is always a break in the clouds, a moment of clarity and light. This perspective helps us endure, knowing that the storm will eventually pass. Resilience is not the absence of hardship. It is the ability to rise above it, to find strength in the midst of struggle. Like a runner pushing through exhaustion or a tree standing firm in a windstorm, resilience is about enduring and overcoming. It is the ability to rise above it, to find strength in the midst of struggle. It is about standing tall in the face of adversity, like an athlete who trains hard to reach the peak of their performance, or an individual who stands firm in a storm, unyielding and resolute. Faith is the wellspring from which this resilience flows. It is the source of our strength, the fountain that refreshes our spirit and renews our resolve. In the desert of our struggles, faith is the water that sustains us. It gives us the courage to face our fears, the tenacity to keep going when the going gets tough. Like a climber reaching the summit, each step forward is a testament to our determination and faith. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, faith empowers us to emerge from our trials stronger than before. It is the fire that refines us, the crucible that shapes us into our best selves. Through faith, we are reborn, renewed, and ready to face whatever comes next. We are not defined by the storms we face, but by how we weather them. It is our response to adversity that shapes our character and defines our journey. With faith as our guide, we can face any storm with courage and grace. And with faith as our compass, we navigate the choppy waters, emerging on the other side, forever changed by the journey. Each storm we weather leaves us stronger, more resilient, and more deeply connected to our faith. It is this journey, with all its trials and triumphs, that defines who we are and who we will become.